Turn me up. Turn me up. So see what's going on with my people. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. See what's going on with my people. Tapping in with my people. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. Because the party don't start till my chat check in. My chat be rocking. My chat be lit. My chat be all up in it. G.P.T. You know, we up in here. Yeah, we up in here. Yeah. Let me see what's going on with my people. Let me check in with my people. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. Because the party don't start till my chat check in. Everybody know my chat be rocking. My chat be lit. My chat be all up in it. Salute, chat. Big salute, big salute, big salute, big salute. Big salute to all my loved ones. Support Goons, support Squad. Big salute to all my big angels. Big salute, big angels. And big salute to all the righteous revolutionaries. Let's go, righteous revolutionaries. Let's go. Head up, chest out, remain stout, steadfast. Yeah, remain steadfast. Remain steadfast, y'all. And big salute to everybody that's tuning in, tapping in. This is your first time. You must be subscribed if you want to come type and talk to me. Pull up to a StreamYard. Like, share if you care. And I know you're going to subscribe if you're down the ride. Yeah. Subscribe if you're down the ride. Yeah. Subscribe if you're down the ride. I got a topic today that just been sitting on me. We touched on Solomon the other day. Peace be upon him. And the message, I got a message after I watched a little bit more. Because I heard a lot about the children of Israel. And I'm going to try to start off at the part where we started it. Promotions will begin soon. Now, it may not be this design, because this design is fairly special to me. But promotions for our bracelets will begin soon. Promotions for our necklaces. And promotions for a host of other things. We'll do rings too, but you're going to have to find a jeweler to size your ring. Yeah, you're gonna have to find a jeweler to size your ring. We will be doing rings too. Yeah, we keep it G code over here. Yeah, G code. Yeah. Peace be upon all the angels, but I don't want to call nobody but God. I need all the power. I would call on the angels, but if the situation too sticky and the angel can't handle it, we won't need him calling on nobody. So we might well call on the big dog. And shit, if the situation too sticky, we just gonna go out how we gonna go out, as long as we going out with the big dog. But in the meantime, between time, let's do a reaction. We gonna get back on Solomon, y'all. This is power, y'all. Now I'm not telling people to go out and find out the magic to take out all the dark because that's not what you're supposed to be getting from this. That is not the power. To go invoke spirits and all that, no, that is very dangerous. And that is not the power. Now, the power is how to whip them, how to put them in the headlock. Yeah, this is how to whip demons and evil spirits and put them in the headlock and kick them in their ass, child. Yeah, that's what this is. This is the kick a demon, kick a devil, kick a evil spirit that's been invoked on thee. Kick him in the ass, channel. Yeah. Yep. So without further ado, let's get into it. Y'all might need 5 minutes instant. Let's let's get into it, y'all. Disclaimer alert. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Entertainment and educational purposes only. Fair use. Fair use. Let's go, y'all. Now, demon of the Nephilim. We know this name.
When the
Fair
demon
use.
seahorse had been sealed within a glass vessel, Solomon ordered another spirit to come before him. And there came before his face another spirit, having obscurely the form of a man,
Oh
very
man.
tall and large, with gleaming eyes, and bearing in his hand a sharp blade.
Now, would y'all be scared if something popped up on y'all like that? Y'all probably be scared to death. Would y'all be ready for battle? I don't think y'all would. Talk to me. I'll talk back. I don't think y'all would though.
This spirit was a Nephil, one of the Nephilim, a race of giants mentioned in the Christian Bible, who existed when the world was still young. Giants who were the children of the sons of God with the daughters of men. And Solomon asked him, saying,
Who are
Who are you?
you?
And the spirit answered, I am a lascivious spirit, a lustful spirit, who had risen from a giant man who died during the massacre in the time of the giants. Solomon said to him, Tell me, what do you do upon earth, and where is your dwelling place? And he answered, My dwelling.
See, now I'm looking at the questions that Solomon asked them. I know that it's subscribed right now and everything Solomon's saying right now. See, this the part where you got to eat the meat, spit out the bones. The reason Solomon giving them a rundown, because Solomon know his time is short. He didn't ask God for long life. That's what God loved the most about Solomon. So Solomon was getting all the blueprint. He was getting all the information for all the evil things that we will have to deal with throughout our lives, all the demons and devils and demons, because they all scattered all over the earth. And they all feed on us. So the blueprint, we need to find this blueprint. We need to find this. Where is this writing at? Because out of all holy texts and words and books, this, if not the most important one, because it teaches you how to fight evil, lustfulness, temptations, everything that we encounter in life is demons. So when you move about in life, you gotta try to live by your holy word, because a lot of people say spiritual warfare, but they got to realize spiritual warfare is physical, my friend. If you separate the two, you are very lost, very, 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 very lost, and very vulnerable. So I'm glad God put this on me to talk about Solomon. Probably one of the most important people of the Bible next to Jesus. Because they all talk about how to be, they examples of how to be, but they don't never say how to fight the spirit when it comes. But you listen to Solomon, Solomon giving us the blueprint.
Dwelling is in fruitful places.
Fair use, fair use. Just for entertainment and educational purposes only. Power to the people. Let's go.
But here is what I do. I seat myself beside the men who pass along and among the tombs of the dead, and in untimely season,
Yeah, Rollo got hit with this one. Just because he was just at the grave, wasn't he? Wasn't Rollo just at the grave?
assume the form of the dead, whereby, if I catch any one, I at once destroy him with my sword. But if I cannot destroy him, I cause him to be possessed with a demon, and to devour his own flesh, and the hair to fall off his chin. And Solomon said to him, Do you have fear for the God of heaven and of earth?
Yep.
Tell me by what angel you are frustrated. And the Spirit answered, He who frustrates me is he who is to become the Savior, a God made man, whose name, if written on anyone's forehead, will defeat me, for I shall quickly retreat. And indeed, if anyone bears his sign on him, I shall be in fear, and go no closer. Like the Spirit,
He shall be in fear and go no closer. So until we find out who that person is, I got the seal of God on me. I got the seal of God on me. That's why battling, I guess that's why battling these demons is so easy. With God on your side, if God with you, who can be against you? Like why battling these demons? You know, I was raised around warriors, so battling these demons is like, you know, that's in jinns that and in men. That's in men too. I'm glad I could be a parable and an example for everybody. But we finna go in depth with our learning because yeah, it's getting real out here. Let's go. Fair use, fair use.
before him. This Spirit made reference to Jesus Christ, the Son of God. And Solomon glorified the Lord God, and imprisoned this demon, like he did the rest.
Lock them up. Locking them up. Now this where it get deep, y'all. This where it get deep right here. Yeah, this where it get deep.
After the Nephilim demon had been bound,
Oh man.
Solomon commanded another demon to come before him. And there came before his face 36 spirits, most of their heads shaped like animals, but in themselves they were in human form, having faces of all sorts, faces of asses, faces of lion, faces of oxen, and faces of birds.
Don't that sound familiar?
These were the spirits of the zodiacal circle, and of the 36 constellations, called decans, in ancient Egyptian astronomy.
Dickens.
And Solomon, on seeing them,
What's your
wondered,
zodiac
and
sign?
asked them, saying, Who are you? But they,
Let's learn
of
about
one
the
accord,
zodiac sign.
with one voice, said, We are the 36 elements, the world rulers of darkness. And
Yeah.
O, King Solomon, you will not wrong us, nor imprison us, nor lay command on us. But
Oh.
since the Lord God has given you authority over every spirit in the air, and on the earth,
Better think
and
about
under
that.
the earth, we therefore also present ourselves before you, like the other spirits, from ram and bull, from both twin and crab, from lion and virgin, from scales and scorpion, from archer and goat horned, and from water pourer and fish. Then Solomon invoked the name of the Lord Sabaoth, and questioned each, in turn, as to what was its character. He bade each one to come forward and tell of its actions. And the 36 spirits came forward in threes, each set of three, representing one zodiacal sign. The first three decans came forward and introduced themselves as the decans of the first zodiacal sign, the one known as Aries, or the Ram. And Solomon questioned them, saying, "What are you called?" And the first spirit said, "I am called Ruax, and I cause the heads of men to be idle, and pillage their brows. But if I hear the
No
words,
zodiac sign.
Michael, imprison Ruax, I
That
retreat
like
at
button that's
once."
tuning in, tapping in.
The second said, "I am called Barsaphael, and I cause those who are subject to my hour to feel the pain of migraine. If only I hear the words, Gabriel, imprison Barsaphael, I retreat at once." And the third said, "I am called a
Mm.
Rotosale. I do harm to the eyes, and grievously injure them. Only let me hear the words, Uriel, imprison a Ratasale, and I'll retreat at once." The fourth spirit was not given account of, or perhaps he declined to introduce himself, but he is called Horapel. The fifth spirit said, "I am called Eudel,
Dang,
and I
someone
bring
wouldn't even
about a
say
block
nothing.
in the
They ain't want to
ears
respect
and
something.
deafness of hearing.
Dang.
If I hear, Uriel, imprison Eudel, I retreat at once." And the sixth said, "I am called Thundernail. I cause tumors of the parotid gland, and inflammations of the tonsils, and tetanic recurvation. If I hear, Sabrail, imprison Thundernail, I retreat at once." These spirits, from the fourth to the sixth, were the three decans of the zodiacal sign, Taurus, or the bull. The seventh spirit said, "I am called Svander, and I weaken the strength of the shoulders, and cause them to tremble. I paralyze the nerves of the hands, I break and bruise the bones of the neck, and I suck out the marrow. But
Damn.
if I hear the words, Arile,
Woo.
imprison Svander, I at once retreat." The eighth said, "I am called Belbel. I distort the hearts and minds of men. If I hear the words, Arile, imprison Belbel, I at once retreat." And the ninth said, "I am called Curtail. I send colics in the bowels, and I induce pains. If I hear the words,
Evil fit.
Ioth, imprison Curtail, I at once retreat." These spirits, from seventh to ninth, were the three decans of the zodiacal sign, Gemini, or the twins. The tenth
Man.
spirit said, "I am called Metathiax. I cause the reins to ache. If I hear the words, Adonal, imprison Metathiax, I at once retreat." The 11th said,
So most of these is causing pain. See, now the power is how to defeat the powers. That's the power that Solomon was getting. Now, the only way to control the spirits and the demons, we got to find the seal of Solomon. You know, we don't know where that ring at. The legend has it that the Rastafari, King Haile Selassie, is in Ethiopia. That's why they trying to get into Ethiopia. They don't want the resources. They want that ring so they can control these demons. Whoever gets that ring can really controls the world. Let's get back to it. Fair use, fair use. I hope y'all eating the meat, spitting out the bones, and getting the power out of this. The power is not invoking them. The power is defeating them, how to beat them, how to kick them in their ass. Yeah.
"I am called Katanakotal.
Telling you how to do it.
I create strife and wrongs in men's homes, and send on
Power
them
to the people.
hard temper. If anyone would be at peace in his home, let
And
him write on
prayer.
7 leaves of laurel the name of the angel that frustrates me."
And if you notice, every time Solomon do his thing, he always prayer. Because you gotta invoke in there. You gotta have God with you. Yeah. Prayer.
me, along with these words, Ai, Io, sons of Sabaoth, in the name of the great God. Shut up Katanakotl. Then let him wash the laurel leaves in water,
Hit
and
that like
sprinkle
button if
his
you do
house
this
with the
happen, man.
water, from within to the
Yeah, you
outside.
getting $1 million, billion
And at
dollar
once
power
I shall
ball.
retreat. And the 12th said, I am called Saphatharael, and I
Powerful people.
inspire partisanship in men, and
Share,
delight in
share,
causing them to stumble. If
subscribe.
anyone
Down.
will write on paper these names
Share with an evil, wicked one. Evil one, why don't you? Fair use, fair use.
of angels, Iako, Elo, Iolit, Sabaoth, Ithoth, A, and having folded it up, wear it round his neck or against his ear, I at once retreat and dissipate the drunken fit. These spirits, from the 10th to the 12th, were the 3 decans of the zodiacal sign, Cancer,
Damn, hold on,
or
go
the
back.
crab,
That was mine.
from within to the outside. And at once I shall retreat. And the 12th said, I am called Saphatharael, and I inspire partisanship in men, and delight in causing them to stumble. If anyone will write on paper these names of angels, Iako, Elo, Iolit, Sabaoth, Ithoth, A, and having folded it up,
Okay.
wear it round his neck or against his ear, I at once retreat and dissipate the drunken fit. These spirits, from the 10th to the 12th, were the 3 decans of the zodiacal sign, Cancer,
Crab.
or the crab.
Damn.
The 13th spirit said, I am called Bobble. I am also called Bothothel, and I cause nervous illness by my assaults.
Mm-hmm.
If I hear the name of the great, as thus, Adonal, imprison Bothothel, I at once retreat. The 14th said, I am called Cumentel, and I inflict shivering fits and torpor.
Damn.
If only I hear the words, Zorowel, imprison Cumentel, I at once retreat. And the 15th said, I am called Rolled, some call me Subeti. I cause cold, and frost, and pain in the stomach. Let me only hear the words, Ix, bide not, be not warmed, for Solomon is fairer than 11 fathers, I at once retreat.
Damn.
These spirits, from 13th to 15th, were the 3 decans of the zodiacal sign, Leo, or the lion.
Well, this shit
The
real, y'all.
16th spirit said, I am called Artrix. I inflict upon men fevers, both irremediable and harmful.
Mm.
If you would imprison me, chop up coriander and smear it on the lips, reciting the following charm: This fever which is from dirt, I exorcise thee by the throne of the Most High God. Retreat from dirt, and retreat from the creature fashioned by God,
Y'all.
and at once I shall retreat.
Get his
The
ass.
17th said, I am called Eropale. On the stomach of men do I
They
sit,
telling you how to
and
beat him.
cause convulsions, in the bath, and on the road. And wherever I be found, or wherever I find a man, I throw him down. But if any one will say to the afflicted,
I think he
3 times,
one time.
into their right ear, these names, Utirize,
Took me off
Sabun,
a bite.
Dino, I shall at once retreat. And the 18th said, I am called Baldamek. I separate wife from husband, and bring about a grudge between them.
Damn.
If anyone write down the legends on paper, as follows: the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, commands you,
Yup.
retire from this house in peace. And if placed in the antechamber of his house, I at once retire. These spirits,
Keep it on
from
me.
16th to 18th, were the 3 decans of the zodiacal sign, Virgo,
Keep it on
or
me.
the Virgin. The 19th spirit
Power up.
said, I am called Neoth, and I take
Power
my
up.
seat on the knees of men. If any one write on paper, Hanunabal, depart Nathath, and touch not the neck, I at once retreat. The 20th said, I am called Madero. I send on men incurable fever. If anyone write on the leaf of a book, Sphana, Raphael, retire Madero. Drag me not about, and flay me not, and tie it round his neck. I at once retreat. And the 21st said, I am called Alath, and I cause coughing and hard breathing in children. If anyone
Man,
write on paper, Rorex, do pursue Alath,
protect your
and
baby.
fasten it round his neck. I
Protect
at
your
once
baby.
retire.
Fair use.
These
Fair
spirits,
use.
from 19th to 21st, were the three decans of the zodiacal sign, Libra,
Libra.
or the scales. The 22nd spirit was also not given account of, or perhaps declined to share details of himself, but he is called Ordamioth.
He said
The
he want to talk.
23rd spirit said, I am called Nephthada. I cause the reins to ache, and I bring about dicery. If anyone write on a plate of tin the words Ithath, Uriel, Nephthada, and fasten it round the loins, I at once retreat.
Keep them
And the
angels
twenty-fourth
in the
said,
name of God
I
with
am called Actun. I cause ribs and lumbic muscles to
you.
ache.
I prefer the name
If one engraves on
of
copper
God.
material taken from a ship which has missed its anchorage, as thus, Marmarat, Sabaut, pursue Actun, and fasten it round the loin, I at once retreat. These spirits, from the 22nd to the 24th, were the three decans of the zodiacal sign, Scorpio, or the scorpion.
Uh-huh.
The 25th spirit said, I am called Anatroth, and I rend burnings and fevers into the entrails. But if I hear, Herrera, Sharara, instantly do I retreat. The 26th said, I am called Enanath. I steal away men's minds, and change their hearts, and make a man toothless.
Damn.
If one writes, Alazul, pursue Enanath, and tie the paper round him, I at once retreat. And the 27th said,
I know some fellas going through that right now. You better do what Solomon said. Hey, the blueprint right here for you. Somebody done got you. Might be somebody that be nice to you every day. You never know. Never know these evil, wicked spirits. Cause they talking nice. They ain't arguing. They ain't bickering. It's a humble and respectful battle going on right now. If y'all eating the meat and spitting out the bones, see, a lot of this is going over a lot of people's head. But my people that's got ears to hear, mind to shine, eyes to see, they understand what's going on right now.
I am called Fifth. I make men consumptive, and cause hemorrhagia. If one exorcises me with sweet smelling wine, unmixed by the 11th eon, and say, I exorcise you, fifth, stop, by the 11th eon, then give it to the patient to drink, I shall at once retreat. These spirits, from the 25th to the 27th,
Damn,
were the three decans of the zodiacal sign,
speedy up
Sagittarius,
for her.
or the archer. The 28th spirit said, I am called Harpax, and I send sleeplessness on men.
Damn,
If one writes, Copnodismos, and bind it round the temples, I at once retire. The 29th said, I am called Anosta. I give rise to uterine mania, and
I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I think that's one of the demons that's on me because it'd be hard for me to go to sleep. It'd be hard for me to go to sleep. Or my schedule just throwed off. But yeah, just go to sleep. I got to get out, go out and do things, move around. I can get up early before the sun come up. So by 1 o'clock, shit, I'm back at the crib. Everybody be like, "That I'm at the office. It's time to go to work now." Fair use, fair use.
pains in the bladder. If one powders into pure oil 3 seeds of laurel, and smear it on, saying, I exorcise thee, Anosta. Stop, by Marmarat. At once shall I retreat. And the 30th said, I am called Alaborith. If in eating fish
Damn.
one has swallowed a bone, then he must take a bone from the fish, and cough, and at once I retreat.
Damn.
These spirits,
Why on the fish
from the
bone?
28th to the 30th, were the 3 decans of the zodiacal sign, Capricorn, or the goat. The
Go.
31st spirit said, I am called Hephesimareth, and I cause lingering disease.
Damn.
If you throw salt, rubbed in the hand, into oil, and smear it on the patient, saying, Seraphim, cherubim, help me.
Hold on, y'all. Let's get this in real quick. Because God with us. Yeah, God working where I'm at. That's what I love the most. Make sure y'all let them know that. Prayers up for everybody on here watching today. Oh God, in your gracious and merciful name, please be with everybody that tune in and tap in with this. Please keep them devils up off of. Please keep them evil spirits up off of. Please keep them demons out their face. So whoever watching this, oh, may God be with you. May God be with us. May He protect us. May He give us the power. The power for battle. Let me uplift humanity. Let me uplift my people the right way, not with hopes and dreams. Let me give them some real power. May God be with us. Allahu Akbar. Let's get back to it, y'all. Let's get back to it. That's another thing about Burkina Faso, too. A lot of people don't understand. God working here. So anybody that's against what's happening in Burkina Faso, just know that's one of them devils we talking about right now. Yeah. Anybody that ain't with what's going on right here, right now, the wicked, the wicked. Finesse the Don, big salute, Finesse. Yeah, top of the morning, top of the morning. Yeah, so prayers up for everybody, man. Make sure you hit that like button, share if you care, subscribe if you're down the ride. Man, let's jump back into it, man. Yeah, let's jump back into it. Fair use, fair use. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Fair use. Let's go.
At once retire. The 32nd said, I am called Ichthion. I paralyze muscles and contuse them.
Damn.
If I hear, Adonith, help me, I at once retire. And the 33rd said, I am called a Conyon. I lie among swaddling clothes, and in the precipice. And if any one writes on fig leaves, Lycurgos, taking away one letter at a time, and write it, reversing the letters, like so, Lycurgos, Hecurgos, Kurgos, Ergos, goes, os. I retire at once. These spirits, from 31st to 33rd, were the 3 decans of the zodiacal sign, Aquarius, or the water bearer.
Dang.
The 34th spirit said, I am called Autothith. I cause grudges and fighting. Therefore, I am frustrated by Alpha and Omega, if written down. The 35th said, I am called Thanoth. I cast evil eye on every man.
Mm.
Therefore, the suffering eye, if it be drawn, frustrates me. And the 36th said, I am called by Anakith, and I have a grudge against the body. I lay houses to waste, I cause flesh to decay, and all else that is similar. If a man writes on the front door of his house, Melto, Ardu, Anath, I flee from that place.
Man.
These spirits, from the 34th to the 36th, were the three decans of the zodiacal sign, Pieces, or the fish. Having heard all of this, Solomon commanded them to fetch water in the temple of God. But they resisted, just as they warned him they would. And
Uh-oh.
Solomon prayed to the Lord God to cause the demons to be bound and made to approach the temple. Then he condemned some of them to do the heavy work of the construction of the temple of God, and some of them he shut up in prisons. And others he condemned them to wrestle with fire in the making of gold and silver, sitting down by lead and spoon, and to make ready places for the other demons, who would also be confined.
Yep. Well, hey, Solomon made sure he locked it down, did boy. I know it's here over here. Oh, shit. Well, y'all right? Yeah, did y'all write all this? I know, I know he had to look at them scribes because I know the scribes were scared when all this was going on. I know he be like, man, did you get all that? Did you write all that down? You want me to tell him to repeat it? Oh man, this wild, y'all. This wild, but this real. This real. Jedidiah. Where my Israelites at? Jedidiah. Let's go.
After the 36 spirits and the spirits before them had all been bound, Solomon had much quiet in all the earth, and spent his time in profound peace, honored by all men, and by everything under heaven. With the help of the demons, he built the entire temple of the Lord God, and his kingdom was prosperous. His army was with him, and the city and people of Jerusalem had serenity, rejoicing and delighted. All the kings of the earth came to him from the ends of the earth to behold the temple which he built. And having heard of the wisdom given to him, they paid homage to him in the temple, bringing gold and silver and precious stones, bringing bronze, iron, lead, and cedar logs. They also brought him woods that do not decay for the
Oh
equipment
man,
of the temple.
woods
Among
that
them
don't
also,
decay.
the queen of the south, being a witch, came in curiosity and bowed low before the king. She tried all of his wisdom, and he instructed her according to the wisdom imparted to him. One day, one of his workmen, of ripe old age, threw himself down before his throne and said, King Solomon, pity me, because I am old. Solomon bade him to stand up, saying, Tell me, old man, all you will. And the old man answered, I beg you, king, I have an only born son, and he insults and beats me publicly, and plucks out the hair of my head, and threatens me with a painful death.
Damn.
Therefore, I beg you, avenge me. And Solomon felt pity on him, as he looked at his old age, and commanded that the child be brought to him. When he was brought, Solomon questioned him as to whether his father's accusations were true. And the youth said, I was never so filled with madness that I would strike my father with my own hand. Be kind to me, O king, for I would not dare commit such impiety, poor wretch that I am. On hearing this from the youth, and not sure which to believe, Solomon urged the old man to reflect on the matter and accept his son's apology. However, the old man would not listen and insisted he would rather let him die.
Damn.
And as the old man would not yield, Solomon was about to pass sentence on the youth when he saw Orneas the demon laughing. He was furious at the demon laughing in his presence and ordered his men to lead the father and son outside for a moment and bring Orneas forward before his tribunal.
Damn.
When Orneas was brought before him, Solomon said to him, "Accursed one, why did you look at me and laugh?" And the demon answered, "I pray thee, king, it was not because of you I laughed, but because of this ill-fated old man, and the wretched youth, his son. For after 3 days, his son will die untimely, and here stands the old man, desiring to foully make away with him."
Damn.
Solomon said to the demon, "Is what you say true?" And he answered, "It is true, O king." And Solomon bade them to remove the demon, and that they should again bring before him the old man with his son. He told them to make friends with one another, and supplied them with food. Then he told the old man to bring his son to him again, after 3 days. And they saluted him, and went their way.
Damn.
When they had gone, Solomon again had the demon Orneas brought before him, and said to him, "Tell me, how do you know this?" And
Uh-oh.
he answered,
What did he
"We
say?
demons ascend into the heavens, and fly about among the stars, and we
Oh,
hear the
man.
sentences which go forth upon the souls of men. With this knowledge, we come down, and whether by force of influence, or by fire, or by sword,
Oh,
or by
man.
some accident, we unleash our act of destruction, thereby carrying out the sentences upon those they were pronounced. For men who are not sentenced to die untimely, by disaster, or by violence, we appear to them in our human nature, and walk among them, and be worshipped by them. Solomon again
Oh,
questioned the demon,
man.
saying, "Tell me how you can ascend into
Boy, that's
heaven,
deep.
being demons, and intermingle with the holy angels." And he answered, "Just as things are fulfilled in heaven, so also are they fulfilled on earth, for there are principalities, authorities, and world rulers. We fly about in the air, and we hear the voices of the heavenly beings, and survey all the powers. But as we have no ground on which to alight and rest, we lose strength, and fall off like leaves from trees. And men, seeing us, imagine that the stars are falling from heaven. But it is
Oh,
not really so, O king.
oh,
We fall because of our weakness, and because we do not have anything to lay hold of. And so we fall down like lightning, in the depth of the night. And suddenly, we set cities in flames, and fire to the fields."
damn.
Finding it hard to believe,
That's
Solomon
crazy.
ordered that the demon be guarded for 5 days. After the 5 days had expired, Solomon called for the old man again, and was about to question him about his son. But the old man came to him in grief, and with a sad face. And Solomon said to him, "Tell me, old man, where is your son? And why do you look
Boy, that's
gloomy?"
deep.
And he answered, "Lo, I have become childless, and now sit by my son's grave, in despair, for
Uh-huh.
it has already been 2 days since he died." And Solomon, on hearing this, knew that the demon Orneas had told him the truth.
Yep.
The queen of the south saw all this happen, and was marveled. She beheld the temple of God, with all of its great works and precious stones, and donated a shekel of gold, and 100 myriads of silver, and of bronze.
Damn, who became this out? How much more left?
After the revelation of Orneas the demon, Solomon one day received a letter from the king of the Arabians, which read as follows: to King
Oh, let's see. Salute to the chat. Oh, Finetta Don. Hey, well, you gotta start it from the top, bro. It get deeper than that. But yeah, that's one of the reasons, though. God blessed him with wisdom. Yeah, he giving the demons the rundown so it can be passed down to us. Is the moral of the story, Finesse. Because everything he talking about, we go through it as a people. I may not go through some things that the next man may go through, but we all go through it. Yeah, Finesse. Oh, it get deep. It get deep. Solomon next to Jesus, probably one of the most important people of the Bible. I thought Moses and Aaron was bad. Allah walk by. But Solomon, it's a bad dude. Let me drop the Lord again just in case anybody want to pull up. I know they watching because y'all learning something. We learning something today. Y'all want to hear about the devil win from Arabia, huh? Come on, let's get back into it. Fair use, fair use. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. Let's go. Power to the people.
Solomon,
Wow, wow, wow.
all hail. Lo, we have heard about the wisdom bestowed upon you by the Lord, and that you are a merciful man. We know you have been granted understanding over all the spirits of the air, and on earth, and under the earth. Right now, in the land of Arabia, there is a spirit of the following kind. At early dawn, caused by this spirit, there begins to blow a certain wind until the third hour. Its blast is so harsh and terrible that it slays both man and beast, and no spirit can live upon earth against this demon. I pray you then, forasmuch as the spirit is a wind, come up with a solution according to the wisdom given to you by the Lord your God, and accept to send a man able to capture it. If you would do this, King Solomon, I and my people and all my land will serve you till death, and all of Arabia shall be at peace with you, if you will perform this act of righteousness for us. We pray
Man,
you, despise not our
that's
humble
deep.
prayer, and suffer not to bring to nothing
That's
the
deep.
province under your authority, because we are supplicants, both I and my people, and all my land.
That's deep.
Farewell to my lord, all health. But because he had a pressing matter to attend to,
Boy, I'm
Solomon
almost
gave the
there,
letter to
boy.
his servant, telling him to remind him of it after 7 days. And what was this matter?
Gonna look the sevens.
Even though the temple of the Lord had been built, it was not yet finished, for there was a great stone lying there in front of the temple, the cornerstone, which Solomon desired to lay in the head of the corner for the completion of the temple. But try all they might, none of his workmen could lift that stone, not even when combined, and neither could any of their equipments. For days, Solomon wondered what this could be. Surely, he knew this was no ordinary stone, for it was the same stone the crest of dragons spoke of some time back. The stone which had been brought up from the Red Sea by Ephippus, the wind spirit of Arabia. And perhaps only he could lift it and place it at the exact spot desired by the king. After 7 days, being reminded of the letter from the king of Arabia, Solomon called his servant and said to him, prepare your camel, and get yourself a leather flask, and take also this seal. Go into the land of Arabia, to the place in which the wind spirit blows, And there, untie the flask, and place the ring in the mouth of the flask. Then hold them towards the blast of the spirit. When the flask is swollen and blown out, you will know that the demon has been trapped into it. Then hastily tie up the mouth of the flask and seal it securely with the ring. Lay it carefully upon the camel and bring it to me quickly. If on
See, Solomon give you the breakdown of how to kick a demon spirit, wicked, whatever it is. He show you how to kick it in his ass. Now, this is a demon. This is a certified demon. This is the first, man, look. Yeah. Yeah. Eat the meat, spit out the bones, y'all.
on the way, the spirit offers you gold
Fair use, fair use. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Power to the people. Let's go.
or silver or treasure in return for letting it go. See that you are not persuaded, but listen
Let them
to it
persuade you.
without swearing an oath to release it. And then, if it points out to the places where there are gold or silver, mark the places and seal them with the ring, and proceed to bring the demon to me. Go now, and fare thee well.
Now, that was smart. I see Solomon told the boy, wherever he tell you some treasure at, yeah, you mark that, seal that, because we're gonna go back and get that later. Yeah. We're gonna go back and get that later. Boy, just imagine. Solomon ain't even had to go get him. He could send demon slayers. He training people how to go catch demons. Take this with you. Look, this is what you do. Oh man, it's deep. It's deep. Fair use. Let's go. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer alert. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Power to the people.
The youth did as he had been bidden, and entered the land of the Arabians. And when the people of that region saw him, they could
Oh,
not
not magic
believe that he
demons.
would be able to catch the spirit.
It ain't magic.
But when dawn came, and the blast began, the youth stood up, and laid the flask, with the ring in its mouth, on the ground, before the spirit's blast. And as the spirit blew, it was sucked right into the flask, by the ring. Seeing the flask had blown out,
Where is
and
this
knowing the
ring at?
spirit was inside, he promptly tightened its mouth, and sealed it in the name of the Lord God of Sabaoth. And the demon remained within the flask. He stayed in that land for 3 days, to make sure this spirit had been conquered. And indeed, the spirit no longer blew against that city, and all the Arabians knew that he had safely captured the spirit. As the youth made his way back to Jerusalem, the Arabians sent him forth, with much honor and precious gifts, praising the God of Israel. When he arrived, he at once laid the leather flask in the middle of the temple, for the king to see. And when Solomon went into the temple, still distressed about the cornerstone which could not be lifted, the flask stood up, and walked 7 steps towards him, and then fell on its mouth, and bowed to him. Solomon marveled that even while shut inside the bottle, the demon still had power, and could walk about. And so he bade it to stand up, and the flask stood up on its feet, all blown out. Solomon questioned the spirit, saying, Tell me, who are you? And from within, the spirit answered, I am the jinn, called Ephippers, that is in Arabia. And Solomon said to him, Is that your true name?
The gin.
And he answered, It is. And wheresoever I wish, I alight, and set fire, and blow the winds, and do as I please. Solomon said to him, By what angel are you frustrated? And he answered, By the only Lord, that has authority over me. It is he who is to be born of a virgin, and crucified by the Jews, on a cross. He, whom the angels and archangels worship. He does frustrate me and enfeeble me of my great strength, which has been given to me by my father the devil.
Mm.
And Solomon said to him, What can you do? And the Spirit answered, I am able to move mountains and to overthrow the oaths of kings. I
Damn.
can wither beautiful trees and make their leaves to fall off. And Solomon said to him, Can you raise this great stone that lies at the corner of the temple? And the Spirit answered, Not only can I raise this stone, O king, but also, with the help of the demon who presides over the Red Sea, I will bring up the pillar of air, and will stand it where you wish, in Jerusalem. So Solomon released him from the flask, and at once
The
the
pillar
Spirit
of
girded
air.
himself up, and lifted the stone, effortlessly, and went up the stairs, with the flask tailing behind him, and laid it down, at the end of the entrance of the temple, just where it was meant to be. And Solomon, beholding the stone, raised aloft, and placed on a foundation, said, Truly, the scripture has been fulfilled. The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. For it is not by my doing, but by God, that the demon should be strong enough to lift up a stone so great, and deposit it in the place I wished.
Deep, boy, deep on the Beelzebub.
After the jinn, Iphippas, demonstrated one of his powers to the king, Solomon bade him to bring to him the demon of the Red Sea, the spirit he so much spoke of to him, so that he could also witness his powers. But it was a trick. Solomon was not so interested in their demonstrations as much as he wanted to contain the spirits, to bring them both to nothing. And as commanded, Ephippus led the demon of the Red Sea with the column, and they both took the column and raised it aloft from the earth. Once they were both under the massive pillar, holding it up in the air, Solomon quickly sealed the two spirits on that very spot from both sides, so that they could do nothing but stand day and night, year after year, holding up the massive stone, so that they would never again shake the entire earth from the depths of the sea, nor blow destructive winds upon the earth,
Oh,
for as long as he had power over them. He had outwitted the two spirits. And Solomon questioned the other spirit, which came up with the pillar, from the depths of the Red Sea, saying, Who are you? What are you called? And what is your purpose? For I have heard many things about you. And the demon answered, O King Solomon, I am called a Bezithibod, and I am a descendant of an archangel. I once sat in the first heaven, of which the name is Ameliath. And now, I am a fierce spirit, with a single wing, plotting against every spirit under heaven. I was
oh
present
man.
when Moses went in before Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and it is I who hardened the king's heart.
Oh,
I am he whom the magicians, Ians and Iambas, invoked against Moses and Aaron in Egypt. I am he who fought.
boy, you see, man, see, oh man, it get deep, y'all. Well, is we learning something today? Oh, hit that like button as you're tuning in, tapping in. Share if you care, subscribe if you're down the ride. Boy, I'm learning something. Damn, that was deep right just there. So this the mug that Moses and Aaron had to go up against. That's why God was like, man, just take this rod, and when they do what they do, just cast your rod. And cast your rod first, matter of fact. God already know Moses was up against some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Damn, y'all. Entertainment, educational purposes only. Power to the people. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer alert. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Let's go. Power to the power to the people, man.
fought against Moses with wonders and signs. Solomon said to him, "How were you then found in the Red Sea?" And he answered, "In the exodus of the sons of Israel, I hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and excited his heart and that of his ministers. I caused them to pursue after the children of Israel, and Pharaoh followed me with all of his army. I was present there, and we pursued them together. But when we all came up upon the Red Sea, and it came to pass
Damn.
that the children of Israel had crossed over, the water returned, and hid all the host of the Egyptians, and all their might. The water hid me as well, as I have remained in the sea since then, being trapped under this pillar. But when Ephippus came, being sent by you, he freed me,
To
and
give us the
fetched me
power,
to you."
finesse.
Having
We
heard this,
documented.
Solomon commanded the spirits not to disobey him, but to remain, supporting the pillar. And they both swore, saying, "As long as the Lord your God liveth, we will not let go of this pillar until the world's end. But whatever day this stone falls, then shall be the end of the world." As he writes this testament, in his final days, Solomon says to his readers, "Watch, the spirits have remained upholding the column until this day, for proof of the wisdom bestowed onto me. Look
Oh
there,
man.
and you will see the pillar of enormous size, hanging in mid-air, supported by the winds. These were the spirits, appearing underneath, like the invisible air, supporting it. And if one looks fixedly, the pillar is a little oblique, being supported by the spirits, and it is so to this very day.
Column of air. We're gonna look that up next. Don't let me forget, y'all. Matter of fact, let's try to find that right now. And then we'll come back to the downfall of Solomon. Oh, it's still there. Oh man, y'all. This is what they talking about. It's still there. I think it's being supported. I think this is it right here. But I think they got some supports. Hold on, let's see if we can find a good picture. Yeah, can we find a good picture? Yeah, we can't find a good picture. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if we can find a video. Matter of fact. So where is it at? Okay, let's see. Let's go back. Damn, I'm gonna be able to find it. Okay, let's go to YouTube then. Let's see if we can find it on YouTube. Yeah, piece of the wall still there. We looking for this column. Is it still there? Let me see. Column of air. And it's still there. Let's see if it's still. Shit, knowing them folk, they probably changed the name to something else. Shit, I thought we might could find it, y'all. We can't even find it. Damn, column. They probably changed it to something else. It probably ain't even in Israel, no way. Yeah, finesse. That's how he did all of them, because they were writing it down. Yeah, writing it down so he could pass it down to the children of Israel. Yeah. Now let's see, what was the downfall of Solomon? Let's go ahead and finish this off. Let's go ahead and finish this off. Go ahead and finish the video off, y'all. And then I'm gonna burn up out of here. I'm gonna peel out. Dip out. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer alert. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Entertainment and educational purposes only. Let's go. Power to the people. Fair use. Fair use. Downfall of Solomon.
The demons had all been silenced, the temple of the Lord was complete, and his kingdom was prosperous and at peace. He was wealthier than any king before his time, blessed with unfathomable wisdom, and given power beyond mundane comprehension. The Spirit of God was with him, and he had dominion over all the spirits of the air, on the earth, and under the earth.
Damn,
What
that's a
more could
bad
King
man.
Solomon ask for? All lands, both far and near, were subject to him, and Solomon began taking wives and concubines of his own, from every land. He took so many that his consorts were
Sound
countless,
like some of you
and
guys
yet
out here.
he would not stop. One
Can't
day
stop.
he marched against the Jebusians, and there he saw a fair dame called Jebusian, the daughter of a man, and fell violently in love with her,
Violently.
desiring to take her as his wife, in addition to his many others.
Mm, mm, mm.
He came to the Jebusian priests, who were priests of Moloch, and
Mullah.
said to them, "Give me the Shulamite as a wife." But the priests of Moloch said to him, "If you love this maiden, go in then, and worship our gods, the great god Raphan, and the god called Moloch."
Oh man.
In fear of the glory of God,
Is that why Mullah is being praised by the people in our entertainment industry in America right now? Are y'all black Americans? Do y'all realize y'all under demons got control of your mind? You love America. Oh, you from there. Oh, you from there. Okay. Yeah, when God come back and give his judgment, don't get to crying, "Oh God, why you kick me in my ass?" Yeah, you learning why right now. The people that's in charge of you, that pay your paychecks, that own your businesses that you work at, yeah, they worship Moloch. Yeah, Bohemian Grove. Alex Jones told y'all that. Allegedly. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer alert. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Fair use, fair use.
Solomon would not do as they bade him, and said to them, I will not worship a strange god. What is this proposal that you compel me to do so much? And they answered, It is our custom, laid by our
Dowry.
fathers.
That's called a
And when
dowry.
Solomon answered
That-
that he would on no
So be
account
careful when you come
worship
absolute
strange
for a wife
gods,
talking about
the
dowry.
priests instructed the maiden not to sleep with him until he complied and sacrificed to the gods. Deeply conflicted, the king slowly began to succumb to his lustful desires. And on a fateful day, that fair maiden, that crafty Eros, brought him 5 locusts, and laid them beside her, saying, Take these locusts, and crush them together in the name of the god Moloch, and then I will sleep with you.
Mm.
And Solomon did it, the
Power to
worst thing he and
PUSSY.
his fathers could ever do. By sacrificing locusts to the god Moloch, he had fulfilled the prophecy of the worst of the 7 sisters.
Damn.
And at once, the Spirit of God
Left.
departed from him,
Ah,
and he became weak, as well as foolish, in his words. At the wish of the fair maiden, he built a temple of idols, to Baal, and to Rapha, and to Moloch, and to
ah.
many other spirits, worshipping and making sacrifices to them.
They got the
He had
ring.
fallen into error, just like the spirit of error told him he would. Thus, the Lord God turned his back on Solomon, and his glory departed from him, and his spirit was darkened. The power vested in him was brought to nothing, and he lost his dominion and control over all the spirits of the air, of the earth, and under the earth.
Damn.
They were finally free from his tyranny, and the
Ah,
once greatest king of Jerusalem became an object of ridicule, not only among these spirits, but also among all men, who once held him in high esteem and reverence.
stupid ass nigga.
What madness could make a man fall so low as to give up everything of great importance for something so inconsequential, for pleasure that is fleeting? And so it came to pass that the words of the great Asmodeus, and of the 7 star sisters, and of the powerful triple goddess Enepsigos, had all been fulfilled.
Damn.
Therefore, in his last days, Solomon wrote out this testament, so that whoever saw it may avoid the very mistakes he made, and attend to the last things, and not to the first, so that they may find grace forever and ever.
Man. Man, y'all. Boy. Talking about power of the PUSSY. That's why I don't worry about when them niggas talking about, oh, cause you ain't been with no woman yet. You ain't been with no woman yet. Now I can say, man, look what happened to Solomon. Woman that had you praying to false gods and all types, sacrificing locusts and all types of shit. Now when God send me my lady, I'm good. Nah, hell nah. Y'all can have them city girls. Yeah. They had you doing all types of freaky kinky. Woo, man, look. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So yeah, y'all can have all that. Yeah, you know Solomon was, yeah, you know he was. Big salute, Purple Pure Riches. You know he was. You know he was. I mean, we ran back in the Solomon time, we ran all that anyway. Yeah. I mean, we was intermingling. I think Solomon time, a little bit before Solomon, that's when we started mingling with, everybody else. The races start mixing. Because especially up in that area, because the further you get up to the Middle East, that's when you could tell we started mixing with everybody else. Like when everybody be like the Arab slave trade, yeah, you had them the desert dudes, but Arabs and Muslims was 2 different things. The Arabs got the Muslims is the ones that converted Arabs. A lot of the Arabs got Islam from their slaves. Yes, Africans, we probably was the first one. I think we was the first ones that have slaves, but we didn't treat our slaves the way that the white man treated the slaves. It was a period of time. Just like anybody, I recommend go get you a Quran and read it. That's how slaves were treated, you know. And and I think that decreased a lot of people sleeping on the streets back then. That's why you don't really hear about that. People sleeping on the streets because everybody had some type of job, you know. Because a lot of the people that sleep on the street just want somebody to take care of them anyway. So, you got a lot of people that probably were slaves back in the day that ain't even know they were slaves, ain't care. Probably knew it, but ain't even care. Yeah, master take care of me. You got people like that now. Granted, people may have been in different situations. A prisoner, you owe somebody a debt, you gotta go be their slave until your debt is paid up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's why Haiti getting kicked in the ass right now, Purple Pill Riches. You make deals with the devil, shit, he come back and collect. That may be why Haiti hasn't prospered since they got independence, because they made that deal with dark forces. Yeah, Samuel. The Garden of Eden is the inland marshes around Lake Victoria, from Zambia to the Congo, Nigeria, all that. That's the real Central Africa. Lake Victoria. A lot of people don't know nothing about Lake Victoria. I ain't heard none of them smart scholars, black that know everything about Africa and America. I ain't heard them never mention Lake Victoria, never mention South Africa. They always talk about Egypt. Why do they always talk about Egypt? Make you think, don't it? People like that, people that don't give you the whole picture, they want you to stay in darkness. Yep. They want you to stay in darkness. So yeah, around Lake Victoria area. That's the most plushest area. Shit. When I read about the hereafter in my Quran, it made me think about Lake Victoria. Matter of fact, let's look that up, because a lot of people don't know about Lake Victoria, Samuel. So I'm glad you said that. Let me show the people Lake Victoria out here. Let me show the people Lake Victoria. We gonna Matter of fact, we're gonna open up a new tab. Yeah, cause this is the Learn Something channel. Since people be wondering what a Garden of Eden at. Right up in here. This is the start of the Nile River. Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria, Garden of Eden, all up and through here. Let's make it bigger. Oh no, let's make it bigger. Oh shit. All up and through here. This was the old look. This in Botswana, the inland marshes. See that Lake Victoria? It wet up all this wet. This is the safari area. When y'all talk about coming to Africa to go to the safaris, See, when the white people, when they come out here to go, it's like the Europeans now, when they come out here to go to safaris, they stop in Nairobi and then they safari all the way through Tanzania, Malawi, Zambia, Angola, Botswana, Namibia, and then they end off in South Africa. South Africa is older than Egypt. Let me show y'all something. You see this bay in Cape Town? See where my pointer at? This where they say Jesus, aka Mascendancy. This is how I know all the prophets of the Bible was black too, because they got 1 billion nicknames. This is where they say Jesus walked across water at, in this bay. See, what they did was they flipped the whole, when they flipped our history, they flipped the maps and everything. Botswana. This is where them caves at. Where my satellite at? Let's open it in maps. Where King David was hiding from King Saul, because King Saul was trying to kill him. He was hiding out in Botswana. Let's come out a little bit more. Oh, Zimbabwe. This is what I was looking for. I thought Zimbabwe was on West Africa. Great Zimbabwe. This is where the old city of Jerusalem is. Let me see. RUINs of. See, they try to keep this. They try to keep this what this is the first altar to prayer. You ain't gonna hear this nowhere else on YouTube. This is the old city of Jerusalem. For all my Israelites, I need you to pay attention, and I need you to share this for every Israelite you know, because I'm waiting on one of the Israelites to come debunk me, and I am no scholar. I'm just going off what the knowledge that God gave me. Till today, white people don't go to Egypt to marvel; they come here to marvel. Adam built this, but I want to say he built this either before or after they took their trip to Mecca. But the old city of Jerusalem had 4 gates. The wall they talking about in Great Benin, Togo, that was one of the gates. There's a gate in Ethiopia, and there's another gate around here in the Sahara Desert, where Mansa Musa and them was put there. Matter of fact, they just took over the villages where Mansa Musa used to get all his gold from. Something else you ain't gonna hear on the internet. That's breaking news. It's something $1 million worth of information for the people. And in South Africa, another gate, the Great Enclosure. Because if any Israelite know about the old city of Jerusalem, know it was a grand, great, biggest city ever. And it was enclosed with 4 gates. Where they used to ride along the top around the enclosures on chariots. They used to ride. Let's see. Let's get another look. Let's look at some photos. See, you got this is why I be trying to tell African Americans there's something here waiting on you. You just got to know what you're looking for, especially the children of Israel, if that's what you claim, child of Israel. This is the original, the great enclosure. This is the first, what they used to call the prayer right here. All my Muslims know what this is. Well, all my Muslims that's been over this way. American Muslim, I ain't never been outside of America. He ain't gonna know too much about structures, Islamic structures versus Christian structures. They used to ride along the walls on chariots, the top of the walls. No mortar. You need none. This one of them places in Africa that keep a secret from you. You gotta show your face, bro. Ma'am, backstage, I gotta see you. If you pull up on me, I must see you, or you are not coming up here. Come on now. Oh yeah, Africa. I ain't gonna say Mansa Musa. I'm gonna say his family. Show your face. You gotta show your face, fam. Yeah, Africa's full of ancient history that scholars can't even explain. No black scholars or white scholars. See, if they put the history out about South Africa, then they probably had to rewrite whole history. Hey, bro, or whoever you is, Grassu, Mary, and Gaming, I can ban you and you can never attempt to come talk to me. So show your face or I'm going to ban you. Or you can never come on stage. So go fix your camera, show your face, or I'm going to ban you. If you think you trolling, I can kill that. You ain't said nothing in the chat. We don't know if you coming on here to do some old to get a mark, a strike on the screen. Oh, where you at? Where you at? I'm finna ban you, yo. You about to get banned. Go make another page. Try to come back. Try it again. Damn, I need to charge my shit up. Yeah, I don't know yet, cause you gotta watch this shit on StreamYard with these weird people. Cause people pull up doing weird shit trying to get you blocked. And I'm talking about these demons and snakes and shit too. Nah, hell, nah, I ain't playing with y'all backstage. I don't need you here. I don't even know why you would attempt to try. Yeah, I don't even know why you would attempt to try. But yeah, Africa full of ancient history, y'all. And you know the crazy thing about a lot of people here don't even know it. You know, there's a lot of people here that don't even know what happened to African Americans. They don't even know, y'all. They don't even know the story. That's why a lot of them get shot when they come to America. Ain't no hugs and kisses. I'm it's for anybody that might want to pull up. Oh, we finna burn up out of here though. If don't nobody pull up. But yeah, y'all, the power of the PUSSY, man, was the father of Solomon. Wisest man, knew knew how to kick demons in the ass, was teaching people how to keep demons in the ass. But he wrote the testament down to let everybody know. I think the moral of the story, fearing God, be ready for battle. Fearing God, be ready for battle. Because I kind of understand, well, I don't know why he would trade against God and start worshiping other gods. But he probably felt like shit, life over with. But even life about over with, why would you go against God? Like, that's what I'm like, damn, I can't understand that. But my mind is different from a lot of men's minds I see. You know, yeah, I love women, but women won't be, I'm determined not to let that be a downfall of me. You know, if a woman can't help build me and I can't help build her, then we don't need each other. You know what I'm saying? So I guess by me working with women, pimping and pandering, whatever you want to call it, back in the day, that kind of molded me to have that discipline. Because I see a lot of black men don't have that discipline. You know, I can go years without coochie. I went 6-7 years with a bed full of women. Thank God I don't got nothing that'll kill me. You know, but that come with being smart in the game. You know, getting a woman is not hard. As you can see, you got so many evil women spirits. Getting a woman is not hard. It's getting a right woman that is difficult. You know, so for every man that asks me where my woman at, how many of y'all got the right woman? You know what I'm saying? And how many of y'all listen to her? That's the question. How many of y'all are under spells by your women? I got these emails coming in. Who is that? No, we don't want it. But yeah, moral of the story is y'all, fearing God, be ready for battle, y'all. Because we surrounded by demons and devils and wicked things. You know, like I said, your bladder can start hurting. That could be a demon. You know, we surrounded by it. So keep your faith in the Most High. You know, at the end of the day, this was supposed to be passed down to the children of Israel. You know, because Solomon was an Israelite. You know, so this is for everybody, but this is really for the bloodline. You know, wherever y'all at, if this resonates with you, if you a evil slayer, if you one that's totally against evil, anything wicked, then this is for you. But if you trying to figure out a way, then how can I come up off one of these demons? Then this wasn't really for you, and I hope you get your issue, because you see them demons. They tell you they come to collect, whether you rock with them or not. You a follower. If you a follower, a loyal follower or not, they want your life. Yeah, they want your power. Get some fruit snacks in you. Eat of the healthy things that God has provided for you on the earth. Mm-hmm. So all my Israelites, time to muscle up. Yeah, time to muscle up. It's battle. It's past time. Really, we still getting kicked in the ass right now. So what I should say, muscle up in the name of God. Yeah, because you just heard the story of Solomon, Jedidiah. If you want peace and serenity, but damn, we gotta find that ring. Though, who got that ring? I wonder if they got it. I wonder if they got it. I wonder if God took it back. You know, they never said. I wonder, did God take it back? Did angels come take it back? Or is it still floating around here on the earth somewhere? That's the question. And I always wonder, you know, because in America, Nation of Islam, we believe in the Mahdi, or they believe in the Mahdi. And I'm like, if they preaching that there's nothing outside of Earth, no other planets, then why would the Mahdi build a spaceship, the mother plane? You know, because I heard somebody say that, yeah, ain't nothing outside of Earth, ain't nothing up there, you can't live on Mars. Then why would the man that the Nation of Islam is praying to, why would he build a spaceship? I know we're not gonna find that on Google or YouTube, but if anybody on here watching, if y'all know, can y'all come back and let me know? I got a thirst for knowledge, thirst for history, yeah, thirst for power. God's power only, please. Thirst for abundance. God's abundance only, please. Yeah, God's abundance only. So with that being said, y'all, man, I hope y'all learned something, man. At my time today. I love y'all, man. G.P.T. Leave me some comments. Let me know if we need to look up some more stuff. Israelites, y'all holler at me. Um, might want to go do some more research first, but you know, I know we all new, we all babies, we all learning. Yes, a lot we gotta learn, a lot we gotta take in. But most importantly, keep God first and get ready for the battle, y'all. Well, prepare. Stay prepared for battle. Stay ready for battle. Stay ready. You stay ready. You ain't got to get ready. So salute y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Go freshen up a little bit, man. And, like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments. Let me know how you feel. Could the Solomon thing be real? You see the temple there? They fighting over the temple right now. Could that be them demons? all our people from Hollywood to P. Diddy to all of them, haven't we heard they worship Moloch and some of these other and Beelzebub? Haven't we heard these names scattered throughout the internet? So that lets you know it's real. Yep. So I love y'all, man. Salute. Shake them demons off. Shake the wicked off. Power to the people. Let's keep uplifting humanity, y'all. I love y'all. I love my folk. Damn, boy, that Solomon, boy, that was deep.